Hera against Viper, and we've got Greenland, and it's been a long time since we've seen this map, and holy snow blindness here. It is not green in Greenland, it is brown and white. As Viper goes for the full walls, and he's going to be fishing out here with this mill. Mill could have been in a better position. I'm not going to cap. I am not going to cap. Is that a starting mill, though, or is that one they placed? Who knows? Anyway, Hera's coming out with more villagers. Many of you will remember that this was a disastrous map in Red Bull 4 for all of the GL members. Absolute disaster. I think Doubt lost in 3 minutes. I think Viper lost in 3 minutes because they didn't commit enough to the center area. As we see a dock now being placed from Viper, you can sail over this ice. The very white ice you can sail over. The kind of dirty snow you can't. So, best player in Arabia-like maps? No, Hera is the best player on all, like, overall. In terms of overall ability right now, Hera's the best. Doesn't mean that Viper can't win some sets against him. It doesn't mean that he's going to continue being the best for the foreseeable future. But based on past tournament results, over the last 6 months, Hera is the best player in the world. Not Arena is not even top 16 on Masters of Arena. That's great. That's one map, bruh. Jesus. People don't even listen. You can see Hera going for the galley strats. And Viper, well, Viper managed to kill 2 villagers over here with his archers, but he has lost the archers. And Hera has the galley advantage now. Yeah, and Hera didn't even sign up. That is true. He didn't even sign up for Masters of Arena. You think he would struggle to get top 16? I don't think so. All right, let's take a look at the resources. Viper looks like he's going to click up first. Hera's got both of these docks. Neither player has added fishing ships yet, but once Hera gets up to like 8 galleys, I think there's an argument to just go into fishing ships now. There's not that many fish, though. There's like a deep fish here. Okay, maybe not any fishing ships. There's no fish. There's no fish, bro. There's some fish over here. That's it. It's all just shore fish. There's like a deep fish here. Wow. How many galleys do you need to one-shot a Vil? Someone do the math. 7 attack, 40 HP, 2 pierce armor. It's easy math, guys. Thank you. There it is. And he's got 8. He's got 9 now. So he's over killing if he's shooting at Vils. Just wants to kill this dock, though. He has a scout looping around. He's going to find the other dock from Viper. And Viper is going to be a minute and a half faster than him. I wonder if Viper goes for turtle ships. Does anyone think Viper's going turtle ships? I think that would be pretty pog. Turtle ships are extremely slow. They take a long time to produce, and they're very expensive, but they're also very powerful. He's going to go for turtles and lose because of it? Well, I mean, like, if he wants water control, that's really his only option right now. And this will upgrade to a guard tower too, so Hera has to respect that. Turtle? Ah, there it is, dude. Let's go. Turtle ships. I think they were buffed a little bit, right? Recently. Another turtle ship. I love turtles. Anyone remember that little jingle from the Turtles chocolate commercials? Maybe? No? Okay. Now, Hera has famously had problems with turtle ships, especially against his monks. What are you supervising? You're like, this way. No, go that way. Go this way. Go that way now. Now this way. Now go back. This way. That way. Now go this way. Now that way. That way. This way. This way. That way. This way. Back. Forth. Good. I mean, it's not really effective, is it? There's a lot of guard towers to back this up, too. Viper's got another turtle ship here, guys. He's one-shotting Vils. Hang on. If only he could range this. If only he could get onto this ice in the center. Viper should get heated shot. Yeah, he's getting careening here, which is really going to make these turtles hard to kill. Galleys are coming in. Viper needs to be careful with these villagers. Got the turtle ship to protect. It's war galley now, and Viper's going to garrison inside of this tower. No. He's kind of hanging out. Needs to repair this turtle ship. Needs to repair. He doesn't repair in time. And another turtle ship goes down. He's got another one in reserve, and he has stopped making turtle ships now. Potentially saving up for ballistics, maybe? Goes for another TC. Does not go for a university. Cannot get ballistics for his towers. Or heated shot, for that matter. And, well, Hera's at 46 villagers. Viper is at 51. Hera will loop around here with the war galleys. Very difficult for Hera to do any damage here, but he can range the gold maybe. However, there is already a tower there from Viper. How about pikeman defense against war galleys? Oh no. Oh no. One of those. Exclamation mark lurk. I don't think you're doing lurk the correct way if you're looking for a lurk command. I think you're lurking all wrong. Honestly. I think you may need to revise your lurking strategy. There it is again. How many lurkers in chat? How many first-time chatters? Don't get up. Wait a second. If you're a TV watcher, don't get up from your couch, okay? You're comfortable there. We don't need you to... Yeah. 3 TCs for Hera, 3 TCs for Viper. And I think this is like the second longest Greenland game I've ever seen. I think. Usually it's over a lot quicker. But as we said before, you know, this kind of invitational is pretty entertaining because people have kind of forgotten the meta on many of these Empire Wars maps. And the civs have changed, right? We've had balance changes to the civs. So some of the ones that weren't as powerful have become stronger. And that's what's making this entertaining. And that's why we see some fucking turtle ships, I guess. How do war wagons do against war galleys? That's a great question. Feels like the war galleys would be better, but who knows? There's a castle here from Hera. Viper could go for double guard tower and stop this maybe. Or he could go for a castle of his own. He does see it. He's buying stone. And he's going to go for a castle back here, and he's going to click up to Imperial H. He'll just abandon all of this area over here. Keeps the villagers safe over on this side. We'll click up to Imperial H. Does have a university. Doesn't have ballistics yet, though. Still has these vills, and he could still, like... I wouldn't mind seeing a tower right here from Viper. Just some harassment on Hera's home base. Controlling the woodlines a little bit over there. Okay, that was the Town Watch TC. I thought that was the MTC for a second. Hand cart. $69 villagers for Viper. 69 villagers for Hera. Very nice. Viper's still controlling some of these golds here too. Hera controlling 2 golds. He has 2 more over here, and he still has a lot of fish. So even though Hera has 20 placed farms, he doesn't need as much of his eco invested into farms as Viper does, because he's had a lot of fish in the center. It's really nice for him. Could talk a little bit about Dravidians versus Koreans, though. Like, they both get bombard cannon, which you will likely see. Both get Arbalest push. Koreans don't have the best stable, but it's better than Dravidians. Korean towers are pretty good, too. Farm on ice? Yep. Dude, don't you know Greenland? Some of those valleys in there, man, fertile. People existed there for hundreds of years, centuries, farming. More docks here. Okay, so it's going to be a navy thing. We might see turtles against Therissidae. But probably not. Probably just galleons and cannon galleons from here. However, the keeps will be very tough to take out. And Yupseong could be good too. Viper chooses to get that. Second castle will be tough though for Viper to deal with. He needs another castle of his own, but he's kind of out of stone. Eco not yet fully grown. Sees Imperial Age and lets out a small moan. Ah, and this castle's all alone. Chemistry. Waiting for the bombard cannons. Still don't have chemistry coming in from Hera. He goes for ballistics first. Interesting. We still don't have heated shot from Viper, which would be nice. Masonry is going to be good, though, and he's going to save his stone to repair this castle. And go for another keep over here. Another TC over here. He's also collecting relics. This is a slow burn here from Viper. Hera can't keep this castle alive. He does not have enough villagers forward repairing it. Viper might be able to keep his. And especially once the bomber cannons come out, he might be able to snipe this castle and then snipe the trebs. However, it's a good positional setup here from Hera with these trebs. It will force Viper to kill this castle before he can snipe these down. And he's got the navy nearby, so the bomber cannons can't sneak around this way to snipe those either. Viper even forced to delete his monastery. Try and get a good position here with this bomber cannon. Has to watch out for these war galleys, but look at it, they can't even range. Even with Bracer, they can't even range this bomber cannon, and Viper just playing so patient. He takes down the second castle. And Hera can't push. Hera can't push with this navy because of the towers and because of the castle, and he's not going to be able to take it down. Fantastic play from Viper. Did Viper get Yupseong? No, he did not. Definitely needs to think about it, though. And there's another trep going down. And, oh, well, see you later. Another trep. Hera will go for a push over here. Is this going to be a siege elephant push on this side? We got 3 siege workshops. And more towers from Viper. There is stone and there is gold up here. I would love to see Viper explore this area. He kind of has, too. There's a lot of stone and gold. If he towered up here... If he played this patient, and we know Viper is really great at playing patient, he could secure the entire map with towers here. Hera's going for Galleon. He's going to try and control the middle area. Viper is going to attempt to control the outsides. We have more bombard cannons, so it's just bombard cannons here from Hera. Viper continues his slow push with towers. Heated shot has come in. Yupseong is still not in for the tower range, which is probably fairly necessary. Viper has 16 military, but it's like Hera can't do anything. And there we go. There's the villagers coming out for the stone up here. Stone manning upgrade on the way. Galleon's still really struggling. You can see how much damage they're taking from these towers. It's ridiculous. Yupseong to snipe the bomber cannons. Come on. Ooh, nice attack round attempts there from Hera. Get it! There it is. He was waiting. There it is. 135 population for Viper. Needs some houses for sure. Needs to be careful with this monk too. Oh, he's dead. Oh, you noticed, Saliko. I was wondering how long it would take you to notice the raid coming in. You're so focused, bro. It's funny. I love seeing a man completely focused on his game. Dude, did you guys see that? He just deleted the foundation and then replaced it in between cannon galleon shots. That was actually kind of sick. It won't matter, though, because the villagers will die and the tower foundation will be denied. But over on this side, Viper is still defending, and he's killing ships one after the other, and this tower is almost up, and that means these bombard cannons will likely die too, right? Tower not doing all that much damage to that. Hera trying to repair him. He doesn't manage to repair that guy, though. And the galleons are still dying on this side. Viper has gone for more towers up here. He's got a wagon up on this area. 2,600 gold in the bank. Very Viper-like to just have that much gold floating. And he's probably going to go for more towers around here. Also has galleons of his own. He's getting shipwright, too. And it just... like, unless Hera can do some really big damage over here, it seems inevitable as Viper is now sniping ships with trebs. Oh, no. Oh, no. Galleon coming in. Keep coming in. Keep over here. Controlling the wood lines. Good for Hera that he's secured this area, though. That's really nice. And he's got a lot of bombard cannons, bro. Be very careful with this army. Holy, we got 6 bombard cannons all by themselves over here. As the monks both go down. And uh-oh. Danger time here for Hera. If he keeps grouping them up like this, it's only a matter of time, right? Another bombard cannon goes down. What was once 6 is now 4. Hera interested in adding more. Viper doesn't know what's in store. Another university? Did he lose this one over here? Why is this attacking the castle and not the villagers? Tower behavior is extremely suspect, but Viper now taking control of the middle with his galleons. And Hera's just running out of options here. The ice farm has been taken care of. Elite cannon galleon now on the way for Hera, along with shipwright. He's going to try and defend on the water, but like, what can he do against this stuff? He's going for a treb now. Viper will need bombard cannons over here to stop that. Viper is killing the bombard cannons on this side as Hera tries to retreat with them over here. And he can't range him. So great job from Hera. What a weirdly slow game. Slow and steady. Build your towers. Get your navy. The Risidae. Turtle ships, come on! How do turtle ships do against the Risidae? The question that needs an answer. It needs an answer here. He has 2,000 gold in the bank. He can do it. They're a little bit more tanky than other ships. And you can see the tower. If the tower ever attacks it, we'll know how much damage it does. Nope, the tower is busy attacking a dock. Viper's losing towers here. And the Arumi swordsmen are clearing up the villagers over on this side. Viper's kind of being pushed back. He still has the score lead, but it's not by much. And he's still only at 160 population. He's building up more galleons. And Hera is doing a fantastic job with the trebs to snipe all of the towers the Viper is building. Who is ahead? I don't know anymore. I thought it was Viper for a very long time. But Hera has just played this so slow, so patient. He's done a very good job. Now he's getting heavy demo. Interesting. Are these elite cannon galleons? No, these are just regular cannon galleons from Viper. Okay, Tower's still doing a decent amount of damage to the Thericidai. Hera is blocking the bombard cannons with his big clunky units here. But. Viper attack round in the middle. Oh, man. How did that not kill anything? It was a perfect attack round. The Thericidai now coming from all angles. And they're just ignoring the towers, I suppose. As the Trebs take them out from behind. It's a great army here from Hera. Look at this. 6 Treb stack behind. He runs in with the ships to distract the tower fire. He takes out the towers, and then he can continue moving forward. These ships have so much HP as Viper looks like he managed to take out 2 bombard cannons on that side, but he's back down to 170 units. And the towers are falling one by one. Meanwhile, on this side, crossbow over there with wagons, denying the expansion from Hera. More towers are going down over here. Viper's trying to take those out. Bombard cannons are coming out here to snipe the Trebs, potentially. The Thericidai take forever to die. And bombard cannons pushing here. So Viper is going to have access to this gold again. This relic and this gold too. Soon. And he's kind of pushing this back. Oh, man. It's such a patient play from Hera against Korean towers, right? It's so difficult. And now he's going to have to retreat again. And he calls the GG. He almost had it there. He almost had it. It's so tough against Koreans and against Viper, especially in a situation like that. But Hera almost made it work, man. That's like the only solution you can come up with Dravidians there, right? Like tank the fire and then take out the towers. And once the towers are out, you should be able to control water and then control the map from there. But Viper just had the god tier setup. Marines with shipwright is almost unstoppable. Cheap army. Yep. Super discounted. It's close, man. That was really, really close. Katie in favor of Viper. Eco barely in favor of Hera. That was a nice slow burn game. I'm sure I've never seen Dravidians win a game. They won games yesterday. Viper won with them on Morass yesterday, right? Dravidians win, loss, and Koreans win. I think the thing about Dravidians and why players pick them so often, my theory is that in practice games, when people aren't taking it as seriously as tournament games, the early starts from Dravidians feel more impactful. That's my theory. Is that, and I don't know the results of practice games, but the fact that so many people pick them in so many different settings for those really tight early builds tells me that it's working somewhere, right? And it must be that they have a higher win rate in practice games than they do in tournaments. Thank you for being here, everyone. Wow, lots of viewers. Thank you, guys. Murder Holes, thank you for the 16. Cultivated Meat, thank you for the gifted sub as well. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here, everyone. Game is about to start, I think. I'll run an ad now so you don't get one during the game. Sorry. We gotta, you know, run them when we can. What's an ad? Good question. What's a sub?
Sheesh.
Silico, thank you for the tier 1, dude. Welcome. Great music choice. I love the Temptations. Love me some Motown. Yeah, they're still in the game room. They're waiting. They're getting all set up. Where do you go here if you're Hera? You go to one of Viper's home maps, or do you go to one of yours? Land Madness, maybe? You sniped Dravidians, so he can't do the Dravidians Men-at-Arms opening on Morass. But Viper has Cumans for Morass. Oh, boy. Hera's going to have to overwhelm him there somehow. Also Bulgarians for Morass. Okay. Maybe Cumans on enclosed or something. Still haven't started. Wow. Okay. Japanese not picked or banned. True. Interesting. Don't mind Empire Wars, but I like the Nineville Dark Age starts a bit more if the organizer wants to speed up the games. What do you think? I like Empire Wars every once in a while. Like if we have Empire Wars stuff every 6 months, that's great, right? Because it's like enough time for civs to be changed and people to forget their builds from the previous tournament, and we get some kind of wacky stuff, right? As far as Nineville starts go, I think on closed maps and hybrid maps, Nineville starts are fine. On like Arabia, I don't like Nineville starts in Arabia. Bring back deathmatch? Not the biggest fan of deathmatch. Is there ever been a you can't create Vils mode? That'd be so dumb, dude. That would be so dumb. Am I subbed? You are, Brown Kimchi. Yo, Argy, what's up, dude? Finally. We're going on to Arabia here. Lithuanians against Malians. It only took 10 minutes. Okay, let's get into this one. And here we go. Viper winning the first game. We go on to the second one here. Empire Wars Invitational by Pablito. Go check him out on YouTube. And Hera's playing Malians, Viper playing Lithuanians. He's going to open with a stable, and Hera will open with a range. Now, Hera's gold is in the back, so that's very nice. for him indeed. Viper's gold is kind of safe too, actually. Pretty good map from both players. And, well, we'll see how much damage Viper can get done with the scouts. He is going to have to add a range of his own in eventually. And we'll see if he scouts the range from Hera. He's already seen it. So he knows exactly what's happening. And Hera will need to add a stable of his own. So, I mean, does it really matter what you open with if you're just going to add another building shortly thereafter? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, nice. Beautiful wall here, Hera. This is just fantastic stuff. My man is gaming here with this wall. Absolutely gaming. Why go for one wall there and one wall here when you could just have it all, you know? Uh-oh. This is not good for Hera. Viper has found these archers coming across. But there is a scout there, so Hera actually manages to turn that one around. Meanwhile, there's a couple scouts at the back looking for villager kills. They're not going to find them. And Hera's got some spearmen here defending. It's not the greatest eco, but Empire Wars is tough to balance, right? So taking a goat a couple tiles away from the TC, you'll probably take it. Especially if you get it sorted out quick enough. More walls coming up from Hera. Viper, not really going for the walls just yet. He's on archers, a skirmisher, and some scouts still. Which civ would I prefer here? I think Malians is probably better, right? But only just. Lithuanians is still very strong. Especially when you look at the relic positions. They're not too bad for Viper. We got 2 here he could grab easily. This one as well. This one's kind of unfortunate for him. And this one's, well, it's a little bit away from the action. As Hera comes in. Viper does not have the armor for his range units, but he's got enough units here. He should be able to push this away. And now it's Hera that needs to be kind of careful. He's getting the armor for his scouts now as Viper goes for bloodlines. Interesting. I thought Hera, with all this walling, I thought he was going to go for a market and try and get up fast, but getting the armor indicates that he wants to stay a little bit in feudal age, or he's nervous about getting hit maybe. He is going to be pretty safe once he completes this wall. As Hera shows up, I don't know if Viper's checking the scouts for upgrades, but if he is, he's going to see that armor coming in. Hera's going to see the bloodlines upgrade for Viper. But Viper can't fight scout against scout archer. He's going to have to wait for reinforcements, or he's just going to defend and try and click up. And it looks like he's going for more farms, building up his gold stockpile, and they might actually both click up at the same time as Hera now goes for that market. The benefit of like this wall and not this wall is that it's easier to repair, right? So I guess in the heat of the moment, Hera's not looking at where the edge of the map is or where the wood lines are positioned. He's just kind of thinking, I need to be safe at the back here. I don't want the scouts looping around. And he is going to be safe at the end of the day. I don't think he'll be kicking himself for that one. Like, he doesn't know how close this wood line is to the edge. That's like 3 house investment. He's got 3 houses here. And then he doesn't know what's out here, right? Could be enemy units out there or anything. So it just goes for the wall. But it's the edge of the map. Why not just take 2 extra seconds to scout it? Because he did this in about half a second probably. Placing this wall. He didn't want to send stuff out here and wait for the information to come back. Castle Age on the way for both. Stable being placed. I'm not saying it's not it's optimal to place that wall, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not going to impact this game in any meaningful sense. Viper looking for a way in. There is no way in. It is fully walled here, and Viper will need to retreat, and Hera is going for a counterattack. Viper is walled to the edge of the map, but if Hera were to come in here, it's going to take a long time for Viper to walk over and repair that. So he might find himself an opportunity. Viper now trying to come in. Hera goes for the market wall, and I think he's just out of range of those archers if he's on the farthest tile here. And he is. So Viper will not be able to get into Hera's base as Hera gets the castle age first, and he's going for crossbow, and Viper is forced to go for a tower. The wall will go down. The tower will go up in time. Does Hera choose to get aggressive here and try and push in, or is it a situation where he just sees the tower and leaves? He's going to try and get aggressive. Interesting. Viper also continues pushing, but Viper is losing archers. No, dude. I mean, I don't think he was planning on going for the crossbowman upgrade, but he's losing archers there, and the scouts just go right under the TC from Hera. And these are going to be so annoying. One villager down already. Hera attacking a farm. Oh, God. He's not going to be happy with that misclick. Kills another villager. Does he get another one? Maybe not. Maybe not. Viper loses one more vill. Does manage to clear up the scouts. Eco Kitty is 3-0 in favor of Hera, and Hera is coming forward with more crossbows and more knights. And Viper doesn't really have any range units to back up these knights, right? Just a couple archers. Without bodkin, without crossbow. Does have the +2 armor, though, which Hera doesn't have. And Hera usually delays that +2 armor quite a bit. Unless he's fighting up against just crossbows, he will delay +2 for a very long time. Hera's army looking a lot better. Yeah, 17 crossbow with the 6 knights in front. And he's got more knights than Viper, and he has 17 crossbows behind. With the ability to add camels, too. It's looking really, really dangerous, right? If these archers get back here and kill a villager because Hera didn't wall to the edge, I swear to God. Yep. Yep. Should wall to the edge of the map, maybe. And Hera's like, God damn it. How'd they get back there? But he's in. He's in. We're busy watching that, and he's in. He killed 2 more villagers from Viper. He's all over the farming eco. Viper's Siege Workshop is wildly out of position. Viper has 2 TCs here. Still 49 villagers, so, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but a lot of his farms are cut off. And it doesn't seem like he has the military to deal with this. He's trying to get in with his knights. He's got the archers to back them up and prevent any walls, and the archers can help against the camels too. As Viper gets in here with the knights, he's going to find some villager kills. Still killing vills on the gold. Hera looking for vills of his own to kill, but Viper is defending there. And he's killing more villagers from Hera. Eco KD is going to be 5-5 here in a second. Yep. All evened out, and Viper goes for another TC, but Hera is coming in. Oh, boy. Viper with some quick walls to prevent the knights from killing his villagers. The crossbows are still here, though. And the TC will go up, but not before Viper loses a couple more villagers. Still denied off these farms. Still on stone. Doesn't have enough for a castle yet, and he has lost his forward army here. As Hera now goes for a monastery, he's going to try and collect those relics before Viper can. Viper is sending out more knights. He's going for more raids. He's not going to keep him at home to defend against this. Remember, his siege workshop went down, so he can't make a mangonel. How did 2 knights kill 5 vills so quickly? I mean, they have 11 attack, right? It's like 4-shotting vills. Another siege workshop for Viper. Kind of hurts to have to make a second one there. He is ahead on villagers right now over Hera. But, I mean, he's had so much idle time. And he still can't deal with this army in his base. And his counterattack is being pushed back. He'll get a conversion on the camel at least, which is good. He's going to stretch out to this gold. He might even go for a 4th TC here. Maybe once he has the mangonel, with one more monk, with this camel and these knights, he can clear up this force finally. And then try and lock down his base. I mean, Hera's killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 farms. He's been idling so many over here. He's going to kill a couple more. So Viper will really struggle to produce knights and villagers with this food eco. He's only got 14 on food currently. Res collected? Hera's definitely collected more res, I think. Yeah. A lot more. A lot more. Well done, Scout. Powerful. Brave. That monk tried to bring in this relic. It's not going to happen. And Hera's going to be snagging relics himself. As Viper tries to go for the Omega flank here. Feels like Hera can just retreat back into his base, though, if he sees this. Let's see. Hera. 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 He sees it right on time. God damn it, dude. It's like, aren't you paying attention to anything else? Is that all you're looking at? You had half a second to do that. More units coming in. More camels. +1 armor only, though. So, if Viper sees that, garrisons, he can kill some of those camels. Still dealing with this army at the back. And he is killing the... Oh. Hera too busy looking at this. He's not looking at this. He's not looking at... Oh, no, dude. He's going to be so mad with himself. And look at this. All of the crossbows going down. And Hera's going to be cycling through his armies going, Where are they? What happened? So many camels. 7 camels dying to that TC. Oh, no. He's going to be so mad. Holy. This is why I don't have a stand ground hockey. Stand ground's really good as long as you can keep track of your units, right? Benefits in a lot of ways. That is not one of the ways. That was very clever from Hera. We go forward temporarily, and then we go back. And he dips and ducks and dives around Viper, and he's going to get his 2nd relic in here. And his 3rd as well. Viper will snag this relic, but Hera might be tracking this with these knights. And he'll get his 4th relic in. So Viper's only going to have 1 relic with Lithuanians. Wow. 83 vills versus 78, though. I always forget how tiny the night vision is. Yep. Castle over here from Viper. We got Light Cav coming in. The monk did deposit the relic, but both of these monks are going to die, and Hera is going to see this castle. He's not. He saw the villagers coming out. He didn't see the castle, but he's coming over here with knights. Viper will be splitting up his knights trying to snipe the monks. No, he decides to retreat instead. And somehow makes it through, even though Hera was blocking this tiny little gap. Makes it through with all of his knights as the Light Cav discover the castle up north here. All right, Iron Casting coming in. It's only going to be +3 knights. There ain't no relics left to be taken. Here for Viper. Redemption coming in for Hera. To convert the buildings. He's got monks anyway. He had gold. Might as well get it. And then he can convert this whole line of buildings. And any siege that pops out as well. I don't think Viper's really going to be going for siege here, though, as he makes a pikeman switch. And he sends the knights in this way. +2 armor, +3 attack. He could get a lot of damage done, especially if Hera's not paying attention. Can he withstand this? 3 additional barracks being constructed. Just got to send these knights in here. Just got to send them right into the eco if you're Viper. That's what he's doing. Same goes for Hera, though. It's exactly what he's doing here. He did get the +2 armor. The pikemen are coming up, but there's not enough pikemen yet. 99 villagers for Hera, 85 for Viper, and he's about to lose a ton. And Hera has camels back here to defend. So Hera will lose a bunch of villagers as well with the counter raid, but it's not going to be as many as Viper. Eco KD is 37 to 16. More villagers going down, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Viper calls the GG. Hera takes that game. Well played from Hera. Really well played. Yeah, I mean, Viper just couldn't even deal with these crossbows and knights, right? Hera kept them alive for so long. And even though he lost the camels and he lost this whole army here, he was just in a perfect position. He was grabbing the relics while Viper was distracted in his base. And then the production was there. And the boom was there behind it. Better resources for Hera. Better KD. Better conversions. Better everything. You put the winner wrong? No, I didn't. It's Hera. What are the Malians' bonus? Malians gather gold faster, and their villagers bring in more gold. And they spend less wood on the buildings. Their universities research things as a team bonus 80% faster. And they get +1 pierce armor on their infantry units. In feudal age, castle age, and imperial age. It's 10 now, I think. Is it? Okay. Viper won with Koreans? Yeah, Greenland. Towers, dude. He even made some turtle ships. Okay, waiting for game 3. It's Friday, my dudes. It's actually Tuesday, but I like the energy. It is Tuesday, right? Yeah, it is Tuesday. Okay. Just had to double check. It's Wednesday somewhere. Score 1-1. Yeah, I'm working on it. Have you seen Aftermath map? Yeah, I mean, we've had whole tournaments with that in it, right? Like Red Bull 5 had it. That was the map that MBL ended up completing the reverse sweep against Hera. Was Aftermath. What's your opinion about Nikov's early resign in Masters of Arena? His civs were shit. Now, I think the early resign is fine. I think like giving the admin win is, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you just don't want to play. And I know Nikov's had some issues with getting frustrated and stuff, but to be fair to him, he plays in a lot of tournaments, and he hasn't done that in years and years. So we'll give him 1. We'll give him 1. It was very unlikely he was going to do anything in that set moving forward because his civs were terrible. Like he lost against Persians with Burgundians, and you need to win with Burgundians there, and you need to win the first game with Italians as well. His draft was just awful. So that's my opinion. Anyway, Viper playing as Aztecs up against Hera playing with Burmese. A lot of people would favor Aztecs here, but I know the Aftermath guys really like Burmese, especially Hera. He thinks they're really, really good. So we'll see what he can do with them. And Hera has found the dock villager from Viper. Oh my god! That might have been the fastest quick wall I've ever seen in my entire life. We've seen some fantastic quick walls from Viper. On a hill, no less. You know how difficult it is to do that on a hill? You know how tough that is to do it on a hill? Macros? No, I think he has it bound to his scroll wheel or something where he can hit it really, really fast. I think he has it bound to something where he can input it really, really quick. Oh my god. Where is it? Excuse me? What? We're in half speed we just watched that in half speed, by the way. On a hill. That was half speed. Holy dude, this kid is crazy. Scouts are in now, killing another villager. And Hera will be pushed away. We saw Viper on this map yesterday go double barracks eagles, right? In Feudal Age. Also added in the fish. And he's going to find the fish from Hera now. Or he's going to find the dock, rather. And he attacks that villager there. Don't know why he's doing that with less HP, but maybe just to draw him away. And he'll be forced to go for a fire galley. So he actually does cancel the fishing ship. Hera has gone for another dock over here. So Hera is double docking as the game is now paused. And Hera is also killing villagers. I think even with that fantastic quick wall there, I think Viper's in some serious trouble. Serious, serious trouble. Hera looks to be in a much better position than Viper. He plays with grid though. It's still so difficult on a hill, dude. Having freezes, says Viper. Okay. Another villager goes down. Eco Katie is 2-0. You can see the overall economy is looking better here for Hera as Viper. Well, just a couple of dudes out on the town. Just a couple of dudes. Viper's going to try and wall him in. Early wheelbarrow, maybe? They're coming back. Viper sending something. Is it an eagle? Hera's just going to try and commit against this villager. Hera's sending scouts. Now Viper needs to wall this in. He's not going to. Save the dude! He can't save the dude. Neither player can save the dude. Both of the villagers die. The eagle dies. Over here, we've got fire galleys trying to clear up the fire galley from Viper. Viper is underneath the tower from Hera, and this is very annoying for Hera. For Terra? Tower? It's got a new name. And Hera's forced to buy stone to go for another tower, as he's already up to the castle age. Viper will be joining him shortly, though. Only building the market with one villager. But he will have the resources naturally soon. Well, Viper, I don't know how long you're going to survive here. Might want to just kill that deer before you go. He has to get one more shot off with this guy. Come on! No. Fire galley's still hanging out behind the dock, so Hera's pumping all his fire damage into the dock rather than the fire galley. But Hera still has fish over here, and Viper has no fish. He ain't got no fish, and we can see that reflected in the eco unit count here. 40 villagers, 6 fishing ships for Hera, 42 vills for Viper. And Viper not walling to the edge of the map, guys. Where's your god now, huh? Longswords? Oh my god. We will have... If Hera goes longswords here, I think we will legitimately have a longsword versus longsword battle. With monks mixed in here from Viper. Squires is on the way. Two-handed... sorry, not two-handed swordsman. Two-handed men-at-arms! On the way. And a monastery as well. Lots of fire galleys here from Viper. He's trying to take control of this area. He really wants that. And he's also contesting on the water over here. Hera sees that, though, and he's going for a fire galley. No, he doesn't see it. He's just going for a fire galley. He knows how Viper cooks. And, well, he's going to patrol it this way, and he's going to find the dock. Okay, Viper will see the men-at-arms. And Viper will go into crossbows, I suppose. And monks. Do we see longswords from him as well? Burmese longswords will have more attack than Aztec longswords. But Aztecs will have the production advantage. Longswords on this map? Yeah, Hera famously two-handed swordsman with Huns on this one. Or no, Hunnic longswords. He never got to two-handed swordsman, did he? Viper actually in a position to kill the fish, though. So this is going to hurt Hera's eco a little bit. But Viper, I mean, he only has 5 on food. He's only got 5 on food here. And he's got 2 archers. That's it. And it's about to be 0 archers if Hera notices that. He does not. Viper will go back through the gate, and Hera will just accept the invitation. Come right in. Hold the gate open. Kill the archers with his scouts. Grab the relics in the center, which he's doing right now. And Hera's in a really good position. I mean, Viper, he just doesn't have the crossbow number. He doesn't even have crossbow yet. Doesn't have the archer number. Doesn't have the monk numbers. He's going for fish on both sides to try and recoup the eco lead that Hera has, but where's the military lead? Where's the momentum? Where is the momentum? It's not here. 4 on food? Yup. He's a very lonely farmer. But he is adding in fish. So there's that. 5th relic on the way in for Hera. Viper is here with some eagles in the back trying to kill some units. The towers are here defending for Hera, though. And he's in with the longswords. Viper will go for some quick walls. He'll get the TC up in time, but Hera's got all sorts of momentum. Coming in here towards the gold, Viper's eco is still in shambles. And Hera's just hanging out underneath this TC. As long as he kills Vils, he's happy. He's going to drive these eagles away, and it's not even like his monastery is exposed here. Viper pushes this back. Viper can't get those relics. They're so far back. They're in Hera's base right now. And that's a lot of villager kills with those longswords. He did lose the entire army. It's a lot of Vil kills, though. And redemption is on the way once again for Hera. Just to convert buildings. Consistently getting redemption just to convert buildings because he has the monks. There's no siege from Viper. Just wants those buildings. Hera did Gambesons? I think he did. He definitely had it. No, he didn't do it. He had it queued up and then he canceled it. Oh boy. Yeah, I think it's over, Viper. Yep, he agrees. Hera takes another win here. And that was just fantastic play. I mean, he went for double dock right away. He was contesting and killing the fish from Viper over on this side while fishing freely on this side. He goes up to Castle Age way faster than Viper. Better economy behind it. He takes the relics right away and he goes longswords. And Viper just couldn't deal with it. Hera's eco way, 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 way better. And the relics paid for redemption there, essentially. Why would you cancel Gambesons? I don't know. Maybe you wanted the res for something else. I don't know. Kawasan is a loss for Viper, and he loses with Aztecs. Hera wins with the Burmese. Yeah, I think the thing is, Gambesons isn't that expensive, right? So, like, why wouldn't you get it? Especially if you're up against TCs and a potential crossbow switch. But, I mean, it didn't matter at the end of the day. Jammin', jammin'. Thank you for being here, everyone. Appreciate it. That's Viper. Walking into his next home map. More than gold. We're jamming. So random, Dave, you make me joy. I make Belgium joy. So happy. That's all I ever wanted. All right, guys. Hera playing as Vietnamese, Viper playing as Mayans, and we are playing on acclivity here. We are on acclivity. And acclivity is the one where you are down in the lowlands, and then there is highlands all through the middle here. And on the outside is a bunch of resources. It's fairly easy to wall in this map. You can see Viper basically already walled on the front side. He's going to go for some more walls over here. He has all three Eagle civilizations. So he has Aztecs, which he lost with before. He has Mayans, and I believe he has Incas as well. Hera has Tatars, and I'm surprised that he hasn't gone for Tatars here, because it was a very popular pick on this map in particular because of the hills. And the fact you can wall yourself up and get into, like, you know, crossbow or cav archer at some point. Also, Steppe Lancers is good if he thinks Viper's going for Mayans. We'll see. Full wall here from Hera. Full wall here from Viper. You can't wall in this rocky terrain, so you have to go for the little circular walls. It's kind of like, it's like a Hershey Kiss wall from Viper. Right? You see the little, like, ribbon up here at the top? No. Hera opened with an archer range, but it's really, really passive. Viper has an archer range as well. A couple archers, a couple skirmishers. Armor is coming in here for Viper. And he's actually working on his 5th Eagle, and he's adding a 2nd barracks. So he wants to pressure. And if you look at where Hera's gold is, I mean, it's actually pretty good if Viper pressures here. Hera's going to be driven off that gold if he comes here with Eagles. Viper can see this other gold over here, which is kind of exposed as well. There's definitely an area to target if you're Viper. And his gold is secure behind this because of the full walls he's gone for. And Hera needs to abandon this already. Doesn't have a market, so he won't have the gold to click up to the castle age, even if he wants to go up there faster. Really, really nice pressure from Viper. Really good stuff from Viper here. Doesn't go too deep with his archers. As long as he's denying the gold, he's probably pretty happy. And Hera's coming out here for the gold again as Viper comes in with Eagles and skirmishers. The armor helping out a ton for these Eagles. And he's going to maybe even snipe some villagers here. Hera goes for a tower. He knows he needs to secure that gold. He's got enough food. Just needs the gold to go up to the next stage. He's going to be able to save some villagers, but he does lose one in the process. And this is such an annoying eagle. Oh my god. Oh my Lanta. What's the benefit of forward gold? Sometimes it makes you play more aggressively. Chaos. With every bump in the road, there is an opportunity to fly. Every bump can be a jump. That's right. Viper is actually up first with clever use of the market. What? If you don't understand that, then I don't know what to tell you. Every spill can be a thrill. Yes, the ancient Chinese saying. Exactly. Viper killed 3 vills. And he kept this stuff at home, and he forced Hera into 10 skirmishers. And now Viper is adding more barracks. He's up first to the castle age, even though he heavily used that market. He's going to have Eagles against skirmishers. And Hera's forced to add in scouts here in the interim. He'll probably add in some knights in front. Maybe even a solo elephant, potentially. Let's get some more clever sayings in there. Every bump can be a jump. Every spill can be a thrill. Every throw can be a... Oh no. Can you change Hera to blue? No. I've had him in red the last couple games. I keep Viper in yellow always, and I know people have issues with yellow and blue. I'm assuming some people have issues with yellow and red as well, but I know there are some color blindness issues with yellow and blue. There are some weak villagers here, and I think Viper spotted those. He's going to engage against these scouts, though, and he's in castle age now. So his eagles should win this engagement. Hera also realizing his skirms are wildly out of place here against these eagles on this side, and the eagles from Viper, they're about to get the upgrade, and things are looking very good for Viper indeed. There's still some areas to hit under this tower. Viper kills a 4th villager, still stalling out the farms over here, and Hera is waiting for his knights to come out. Viper adding 2 extra TCs behind this. I'm not sure about that. I think, like, if you had just sold the stone and gone full production, probably could have won this without the extra TCs, but I mean, Viper's Viper, right? He's going to add in TCs behind, get a little bit greedy. I don't know how that house managed to go down with the villager over top of it, but Hera gets away from this wood line. And he'll lose another villager as Viper has killed 8 villagers. 8. From every cave can come a Dave. Right, okay. Another villager? Dead. What's the best bonus of Mayans? Longer lasting resources is probably the best bonus, I would say. Okay. Well, we have 3 TCs for Viper. We have 42 villagers for Hera, so he's already behind in Vills. He's got knights, but now he's behind in military too. And Viper's got a monk here. He might get this conversion. Oh, Hera gets out of there just in time. Viper's going to grab that relic. Also another relic really close by. And he can probably snag this one too. Light Cav upgrade coming in for Hera as soon as he sees that monk from Viper. And instead of going for this relic, Viper is going on a quest. Is he going to loop around and snag the... This is why we need a side pot, you know, for these little bets. Will Viper loop around and snag that relic with the monk? That's the only other relic he can see. Will he go all the way around, snag the relic, and then come all the way back? Every homie can be your Zamboni. Ah, that's a good one. I like it. He's on the way, dude. He's on the way. Eagles are also coming in hot against the skirmishers. Hera's trying to find a good engagement here with the knights, and he's massing up the knights, but Viper is... Viper's got a lot of eagles. And he's about to have another monk here, so Hera should probably run away. Viper keeps the monk inside, though, because the light cav are here. And the light cav is in, so now he can start converting with the monk. If he gets a full conversion here, could be really good. He does get a conversion. The light cav does end up sniping the monk, but Hera needs to retreat. Like, dude, we know Viper, okay? He's going for this, all right? We know Viper. I've been watching this man for years. He's going for it. Maybe at the expense of all of his eagles. He does manage to take out 2 weak knights from Hera, though, and we know Hera will add in a monastery to heal those. As Viper adds in more barracks. 67 villagers for Viper. So it's not the worst thing in the world that he's lost those eagles, because he can replace them very easily. I told you. I told you guys. No one believed me. I said he was going for that. No one was. No way. No way, Dave. No way. I've been watching this man for so many years. He's greedy. He's like Scrooge McDuck. Hera could have seen the monk by the wall, but didn't. I don't think he has town watch. Doesn't have town watch. He might have seen it. I don't think he did. Man is working his way back. He's gonna have to build a new monastery though, because that one is gone. Hera's got a siege workshop. Hera's thinking about pressuring. Viper is adding pikes, though, in addition to his eagles. And while the skirms can deal with some of the pikes, it's going to be really tough for Hera to deal with this. Really, really difficult. Viper also stretching out back here. 75 villagers against 52. And now a monk is coming this way to snag this relic. He's going to go around the wood line and snag it. Where is the new monastery? That is the question. He doesn't have one yet. The barracks are being killed. The eagles are coming out this way. Do the eagles go for a counter raid here? I feel like a counter raid would be good. You can deal with all of this stuff with pikes and your new eagle production. I don't think you need to do this, but Viper is just going to go after the siege workshop. He might end up killing it or force the army back from Hera. He's going to snag that relic, bring it back home. And the eagles have forced the army back. I feel like a counter raid there would have been so good. Wouldn't, like, imagine those eagles arriving at that gold and there's no army whatsoever. And now Viper's going to come forward for one, I think. Or is he just trying, he's just trying to take a big fight, I guess? Interesting. Is there a deeper meaning behind these Empire Wars setting? It's probably just the organizer likes Empire Wars. I mean, it's been fun, right? Kind of missed it a little bit. What is this fight from Viper? What on earth is this fight? What was he doing with these eagles? What on earth was this fight from Viper? Absolutely terrible. If he had just dove in with all of those eagles to get the mangonels, I mean, he still would have like maybe lost all his army, but there wouldn't be this many cavalry and 2 mangonels alive from Hera. It's not the end of the game because Viper has 86 villagers, but still. That's super rough. Also, I mean, relics. Does he have a new monastery somewhere? Still doesn't have one. Still doesn't have a monastery. And no monks either. But the relics are all close to his base. He's got a relic here, a relic here. There's a relic here. There's a relic here. I think if Viper just lets his eagles run in towards the mangonels there, Hera has like 3 knights left over from that fight. And Viper clears it up with his reinforcements. But instead, he's got a massive headache. Adds another barracks. He's still in a fantastic position. Right? Like, he's got 92 villagers versus 59. He's got pikemen. He's got the relics right nearby if he finally goes for a monastery to grab them. He's finally going for a counterattack. I'm surprised we didn't see this earlier. Like, why didn't we see this earlier? I don't know. Hera's going to be forced to send army back to deal with this. And he'll be distracted, and then Viper can swarm on the other side. There is a hole. Right. There is a hole, and that is a bad news story for Hera. There's also a hole there, and the eagles are in. And suddenly, Hera's in a really rough position as Viper adds a castle here to defend. He will not be going for a monastery. Come on, man! Just make a monastery. Get the relics inside. You spent so much effort getting these relics in. And now they're just sitting there. Yeah, the counter raid is so brutal. It's so brutal. More villagers being killed here. Viper has only lost 2 vills this game. That's actually kind of impressive, considering how much Hera has been investing into this push. And more eagles on the way. And they might find the stone, and that's 12 villagers there that Viper can kill. Probably going to come in here towards the gold. Doesn't know the gold is completely gone yet. And that was another big clear up for Hera. I mean, the KD for Hera is looking really nice. But Viper adding yet another TC. Going for some more farms. Still has not gone for a monastery. Please! Make a mono. He's taking your relics! And Hera's going to get another big clear up. Hera comes in on this side too. Viper's a quick wall master. He's forgotten one tile here though, so that might fail him. Yep. Okay. Might be able to trap them in, 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 trap them in. Doesn't do it. Trap them in. There's still a hole here, bro. There's still a hole here. There's still a hole here, Vipe. So many chances. So many chances to do things this game. Viper, I think it's fair to say he's made a bunch of mistakes here, but he's still in a good position, and he's still winning the game. And he's coming in for the raids on this side. And it just speaks about the decision-making early and the build early from Viper. You know, the recognition to go for ego production in the armor and feudal age, and then use that market, get up to castle age at a really good timing. It speaks to all of the good things that went well for him early in the game that he's in this position right now. Because he is giving Hera a lot of chances to come back. And to be fair, Hera's giving himself chances. With a bunch of good fights, he keeps the knights roaming around looking for these counterattacks at all times. He's been pressuring, he's been getting good mangonel shots, he's been picking up the relics the Viper has left for him. And Viper finally goes for a monastery. Snags some of them. And, well, Viper's about to click up. Still only 15 on food for Hera. Zico has been idled by these counterattacks. And it's 19 eco kills now for Viper. As he clicks up to Imperial Age, and it's finally maybe a fight where Viper just can't lose, right? He just patrols in. Feels like one of those potentially. Trying to snipe the monks if he can see them. A lot of confusion, a lot of units blocking his vision, but the pikemen will come in. Try and take out the knights. The plumes will be behind this, and Hera wins again. Hera wins again, but I think Viper killed enough to finally clear this up with his next wave of reinforcements. Look at the KD. 206 to 108. Viper has enough stone for another castle. And some. He's at 21 military. He's at 119 villagers. And he's coming forward for another counterattack here. But I don't think he knows. No, he does know about the castle. He does know about the castle. Why is he going forward there? I don't know. Goes for another castle of his own over here. Halberdier and Treb is enough? I think so too. Or just eagle raids, right? Like eagle raids in back here. It should be enough. Once he's Imperial Age. Hera is very far away from him. And Hera is half the villager count. Say what you will about the mistakes with the battles and whatnot. Viper's macro behind this has been very good. He's kept his eco running. He's kept TCs coming up. And he's kept the military production coming out time and time again. As Viper gets in, Hera not quite giving up yet. Is going to play on, and suddenly his resources aren't looking too bad. Just like Eagle Army after Eagle Army, it's just being tossed away, it feels like. Double Mangonel. Finally killed. Rats and archers added in. Viper. Still just playing very calmly, very deliberately. Moving out along the edges, trying to secure resources. Getting Halberdier, getting Elite Eagles. And the elite Eagles should be coming in on the sides here, I think. Into the back of Hera's base. Like, if we can see what Viper sees, he should send them back here to scout this area and then send them in on this side to raid. Halberdier's in. Oh boy. But he's going after the Ratans first. Interesting. He's raiding with Halberdiers, not Eagles. Seems dangerous to leave Hera in the game and let his eco catch up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Eldorado or Elite Eagle first? Elite Eagle. What do we look like? Slam? Nations Cup? Hera's at 86 fills here. He's a minute and 30 seconds away from Imperial Age, but he's finally losing this middle area, and Viper will go for a castle here. Still not sending in any Eagles to raid. Not yet, anyway. So he engages with the Knights over on this side. We'll see. We'll see if Hera can come back here. I mean, Hera's been hanging on, right? Like, Hera's been trying his hardest to keep up in this game. He's done a fantastic job, honestly. He's forced Viper to make some really bad decisions. It's going to get really tough for Hera, though, because Viper is fully teched up now. Full armor on the Eagles. I don't think he has Eldorado yet. He does not. But he does have Halberdier, and he's going for a forward castle where he can make some trebs and start pushing. And he's also taking out the monastery that has 3 relics in it. So, in addition to all the gold control that he has, he will have lots of relic gold in the future. And GG comes in from Hera. He waits for Imperial Age, and then he calls the GG. Wow, man. I like... Oof. That was really good from Hera to stay in that game. That's all I'm going to say. Really, really nice from Hera there. KD in favor of Hera. Eco in favor of Viper. And Viper wins with Mayans. Hera loses with Vietnamese. Surprised he didn't go Tatars there. Wonder why Hera didn't draft any Mesosivs. Hera likes playing around with scouts and light cav. They're faster than eagles. He likes having more options, right? Tech tree with civs that have a stable is a little bit more diverse, I think. So I think he would rate Meso civs a little bit lower on his tier list than other players might. Are Chinese really bad at Empire Wars? I think they have nerfs in Empire Wars. Make up for the villagers. Are you also a freelance caster? I mean, if there's an age event that someone wants me to do, and they're willing to pay me enough, sure, whatever. Problem with like freelance casting is like if there's an age event and it's sponsored by Microsoft, it has to be open streaming, right? So then I can do it on my own channel. And you're gonna have to pay me a lot of money to get away from my own channel. If it's like a 4-hour cast or 5-hour cast or something, it's probably not going to be worth your time to get me. Gingerbeard, thank you for the 21 months. Thank you, dude. So you're expensive, huh? Well, if you think about it, right? If I do like, it's a decent sized tournament, I do like a 4 or 5 hour cast on my own channel. Oh, this is up again, huh? I'm probably going to make a couple $100, right? And it's going to grow my channel as well. Now, in order to pay me to be on another channel, I will have to factor in the amount that I can make, the amount that I will probably make, and then the loss of not streaming it on my own channel and getting growth there. And that's going to like double the cost. And there's the fact that I have to follow someone else's rules. And probably have a webcam and stuff, which I hate doing. So that's like, the webcam fee is like another couple $100. I did that for Memb as more of a favor. But I just fucking hate the webcam. Webcam is a couple $100. Not being on my channel is a couple $100. The casting is a couple $100. It gets up there, dude. And it's priced so high because I don't really want to do it. Give them a fucking... There was a Microsoft event. Oh my god. When AoE 4 came out, there was one that I did with Aussie Drongo, which was like a... It was like a free-for-all event or 2v2v2v2 event or whatever. Microsoft was like, hey, man, you want to cast this? And I was like, yeah. They're like, what's your rate? And I didn't want to do it. So I was like, pay me $1,500 for the day. It was like 4 hours or something. They're like, okay. It's like, whoa. Okay. I guess. I thought I priced myself out. Easy. Should have asked for more? Yeah, I should have. I'll remember that next time. It wasn't Canadian. It was American, Apex. I make sure it's American. I don't request funds in CAD. No. Problem is always the moment you price too low, everyone will take that low price as reference. Yeah, I mean, like, they'll take it as reference, but like, what leverage do they have, right? If they really want me, they're gonna have to pay the price. And I don't want to be there. That's the perfect thing. Like, I'm not strategically pricing. I don't want to be there. So I put the price higher. Yo, Flexlore, thank you for the tier 1. Gingerbeard, thank you for the resub as well. Appreciate it. Welcome. Sing Mo, thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back, bro. How expensive is Toronto compared to Germany? We'll be there later this year. I think it depends what you're purchasing. I think it's generally more expensive in Toronto. But you'd have to factor in whatever the exchange rate is. Alcohol is definitely more expensive in Canada than Germany, especially beer. Way more expensive. Food. probably around the same price if you think about... No, it's probably more expensive in Toronto. Which part of Canada do you live in? About an hour and a half south of Toronto. Southwest. So I'm in Ontario. Okay, here we go. Next game. Coming right up. Maple syrup cheaper? Yes, maple syrup is probably cheaper. I love paying $34 for a 12-pack of Stella. Yep. The 6-pack is $17. For bottles of Stella. 6 bottles of Stella is $17. It's only $16 for 6 bottles of Corona, though. Anyway, we got Morass and we got Viper playing as Bulgarians and Hera is playing as Magyars. Now, Viper has not gone for the Men-at-Arms opening. He's going for Spearman opening. And he's gone for a stable as well. Hera will go for his second stable now with Magyars. The scouts are cheaper and he has the attack upgrades for free. So he finds himself a nice little hole to squeeze through. And with all this fish here, you can produce from 2 stables at the same time while keeping your TC running. However, Viper is finding himself a good pick here. Takes out a villager already. We'll run into the spearman, unfortunately, for the scouts. But it seems like he's kept his villagers safe throughout this process. So Viper's doing a good job. Is he adding a second stable of his own? He is not. Corona and Stella are my 2 favorite beers. Damn, Dave. They're not my favorite beers, but they're like the best refreshing beers that are mainstream, if that makes sense. Like if it's a hot day and you just want something a little bit refreshing. That is a mainstream beer that is available everywhere. All right, scouts are coming in. 8 scouts here for Hera. Another one in the queue. Viper doesn't have the wood upgrade. Hera does. Remember the last time we saw this Mr. Yo against Tato? I don't think either of them had the wood upgrade for like 20 minutes or something. It was crazy. Wasn't Steam Whistle the go-to in Toronto? Steam Whistle is like water, bro. Steam Whistle sucks. Alright, scouts looping around. Labatt's is like coal miner beer. Labatt Blue is just like, oh man. I didn't even know if they serve it anywhere anymore. I know it still exists, but... We don't have Castle Age click from either player, but we do have the infantry armor coming in here from Viper. And his upgrades will come in faster with Bulgarians, so that's great. He's just missing the cavalry armor now. He already has forging, and he's going for a tower here and some nice quick walls there from Viper. Around that tower, he's going to get it up for sure. Infantry armor is already in from Hera, so the spearmen will be equal here, and the cavalry armor is zooming in there from Viper. Hera does not have that cavalry armor yet. Both players on double stable production, but it looks like Hera's kind of cut production now. And he's going to use his market and maybe get up to Castle Age a little bit faster than Viper. Nice gate there from Viper. He's going to have to build with more. He's going to have to hope the villagers don't open the gate, and they don't. Steam Whistle is easily the worst beer in Toronto. Steam Whistle is pretty bad, yeah. Ooh, Viper finding some good engagements here against the villagers. That's going to be one dead. No, he doesn't even kill one. He kills the spear, and that's it. And he's forced to get away. Hera's still running around with his scouts. He can't come very close. I mean, Viper's got 10 spears, but Hera's on the way up to Castle Age. Viper will be joining him in about a minute's time. How expensive is my internet? Yeah, I'm paying about $100 for... no, it lists more than that, Extercept. It's like 50 upload, 200 down, but it never hits that because they throttle the hell out of me. And this is the best possible connection I can get at the place that I'm at. A year? No, every month. Internet's incredibly expensive in Canada, bro. Internet and phones are so expensive. Canadian. So that'd be about 75 US? Something like that. And I don't get cable or anything. I just have internet. I don't have a phone plan. I don't have anything along with that. I just have internet. And they blast me. Yeah. We know European connections. I get it. I understand. I'm not proud of Canada's monopoly on internet services by our three major companies. Trust me. It is disgusting. It's my biggest gripe with Canada. Ooh, Viper. He's trying to distract these spearmen. You can tell he's trying to pull the spearmen away with this scout, but Hera's not buying it. He's going right in for these spears, or for these scouts. And he's got a ton of scouts. About to be light cav now. Waiting in the wings. Viper is walling off his fishing eco. He's walling off this area. He's trying to keep everything safe and unraidable. But he's still waiting for Castle Age to come in. How have there only been 3 Vil kills up to this point? That's a good question. Actually 4 total, but that's a fantastic question. That stable's going to go down pretty quick. 7+2 light cav. As Viper comes forward, he gets light cav of his own, but he's getting pikemen as well. And it looks like he's going to drive this stuff away. Hera will be going for a siege workshop, and he's got the army to support it as he loops around. Might be able to find some quick kills on the palisade walls and get in, which could be brutal for Viper. Viper has a lot of gold, a lot of wood, and he has no market, so he can't really buy himself the stone to add another TC. Can't really use that gold for anything at the moment as Hera manages to quick wall that out, and Viper will get away with the light cav. But Hera's coming in. There's a palisade wall here, buddy. Viper pushing forward with the pikemen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Viper needs to keep this out at all costs. He's going for some more pikemen, and he'll probably send them back here to deal with this. And you can see some pikemen looping around on this side. But he can't let these in. Hera will kill a ton of villagers if he does. The pikemen from Viper, I mean, they're kind of doing work, right? Hera's got the infantry armor advantage here. But Viper's pushing with pikemen. He finally goes for a second TC. Hera's had that second TC for a little while, but Hera's now losing some vills, and Viper has only lost 1 villager somehow this game. He has only lost 1 villager, and Hera has been Omega production. So that's kind of crazy, and Viper's going to kill some more back here. Hera pulls away just in time. Denied off this monastery. The scorpions are all alone in there. Viper comes in with some more knights, and he's killed a villager at the back there. 8-1 eco KD in favor of Viper, and that's what's keeping the villager difference so close. Hera's trying to come in. He does kill a villager from Viper, but he's going to lose another knight, and The light cav are still being kept out. What is she doing? Is she going to try and wall these in and trap them? What is she doing? Is she trying to deposit her wood? She doesn't know what she's doing. She's lost. She's lost in the sauce. And, well, okay. Hera tries to go for a TC out here. Viper still at the back with light cav. Still trying to kill villagers. And he's going to get another one. And he's going to get another one. And he's going to get another one. He's DJ Khaled all over the place here. And another. And another one. Scorpions are out though. They finally have backup in the light cav that have abandoned their crusade against the house wall in the south. Eco KD 12-2. Viper's at 63 villagers. Hera is at 60. And both players will be on 3 TC shortly. We're seeing longer games on this map, eh? Oh, wow. Still killing villagers back here. This has to be so frustrating for Hera. Every time he looks back, there's villager bodies. Every single time he looks in the back of his base, there's villager bodies. 16 villagers killed from Viper. He's kept it nice and condensed inside of his own base. Hera won't even kill her. And he's managed to keep his villagers alive somehow. Who do you prefer, Bulgarian or Magyar now? Oh, Viper kills another villager. Oh my god. Another 2 villagers back here. I like Bulgarians because they can go for the krepos to lock it down. And Viper kills another. He gets another. Obviously, Magyar final composition is going to be pretty tough to deal with if they ever get there, right? Cav archers, Magyar Hussar in front. Kinda dangerous. But at the moment, it just kind of looks like Viper's. He's just locking down the map. He's keeping his own eco safe, and he's raiding Hera to death with these odd knights just popping in and out of Hera's economy. 20 villager kills, and he's got himself access to more fish over here now. Feel like Bulgarians are better late game? Maybe. I mean, Stirrup Hussar is very good, right? You could even go for cav archers of your own, honestly. Magyar CA kill all if you get to them, maybe. Thing about Bulgarian CA against Magyars is you're gonna get there faster. Upgrades are cheaper, they come in quick. And you can add in like siege ram and stuff. Oh boy. That's not good. There goes the Eco KD. Keeping his villagers alive until he gets a little bit too aggressive with this Krepos. And villager count now still fairly even, but this Krepos will go up. It will go up, and Viper, I mean, with 750 stone, he might be thinking, you might just think about a castle, honestly. You're going to need a castle at some point. If you want to get stirrups, if you want to get trebs, if you want to get conscription, right? And there's the castle right there. 25 on stone. Also, probably need a Krepos somewhere around this area. As we see the knight really, really focus on that lumber camp. And it's another Krepos soon. Krepos here would be good on the gold. Knights looping around for more villager kills from Viper. And Hera doesn't have any raids going on himself. As Conics now come out from Viper. And yeah, this is looking rough. He's going for another Krepos over on this side to stop any potential push from Hera. And the Scorpions, well, the Scorpions haven't gotten much value. As Hera is kind of in a really rough position, right? Where does he even focus? He's got to put out the fires in his base. How does he get anything to deal with this castle? It's basically just like, you got to castle yourself and go up to Imp. But you don't even have the eco to do it. Really nice play from Viper. Super solid, super defensive. Not losing eco early. And picking off the economy from Hera is really great. Another Krepost here. Oh, man. Krepost is up over here to keep himself safe. Another TC over on this spot. And 54 on food now for Viper. A lot of that is on the shorefish in the middle. Really taking advantage of that. How many mills? 9 mills for Viper. Plus some mills back here, too. It's looking good, for sure. Connick's still killing vills. Eco Kitty is 34 to 11 now. It's almost at the point where you want to unqueue your vills and just try and go up to Imp, maybe. I mean, Hera's forced to just produce knights. He's got some monks here with a relic inside that monastery, but look at this. The slow pikeman chase. 17 pikemen after 1 Connick here. And he's just constantly putting out fires. Where's Hera's army? It's chasing units from Viper, essentially. Uh-oh. Hole. Hera's in. Maybe he could get some revenge. But Viper notices it right away. Is going to send some pikemen back to deal with this. Viper still raiding at the back here with some pikemen. Getting supplies now. And fletching. Fletching for the Krepos is quite nice. Also running out of fish to take, so maybe needs to invest into some farms as well. Hera's already done that, right? Hera's been farming for a very long time. Some of them are pretty patchy. But his food eco is looking okay. And he's actually at 112 villagers somehow in this game. It's actually crazy how he's managed to keep his eco rolling throughout all of this. Castle from Hera. Viper sees this. Goes for a Krepos of his own. He's bringing over light cav. Hera's gonna need to cancel this castle. He can't get this up, and the game is paused again. Maybe they're having lag issues again. Who knows? Viper is looking very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. No Bosa? Yeah, no Bosa for either player. Surely this castle's denied, right? Bodkin arrows in, so the Krepos can range the vills now. Yeah, this castle's denied. We've got Connick's coming back here. Might be able to deny this TC too. Okay, Hera is committing here, and Viper's going to take out the monks. Oh, the Krepos is attacking the castle. Okay, finally, it's attacking the vills. It's killing the vills, and Hera says, GG, well played. And that is the second really good Morass game that we've had today. It's incredible how Viper didn't manage to lose more than 1 villager until he got to Castle Age. He played so condensed in this area, and you could see like he was taking advantage of the fact that Hera never really tried to fully wall all the corners of his base. Viper did that very early. And that meant that Hera's odd raids couldn't get any damage, but Viper's 1 or 2 units he would send in at a time kept him in the game. Was the game after Greenland super fast? It was pretty quick. The Kawasan game, yeah. Oh, wow, that's satisfying. 129 to 129. Love to see it. Also, the eco was super close, too. Super close. EAPM really ticking upwards on this one. Viper's at 120. That's pretty high for him. 127 for Hera. Kind of par for the course on Empire Wars, but damn, these guys are moving. Okay, so Hera won on one of Viper's home maps, and Viper wins on one of Hera's home maps. And that's with Bulgarians against Magyars. So good Civ matchup there to take a win on. I think Viper will be very happy with that. And I will be right back. All right, let's look at the maps left. We got Land Madness and Enclosed. Hera will probably want to save Land Madness for last. And I think Viper's going to play... Ooh, does he play Incas or Cumans on Enclosed? Huh. Hera probably plays Portuguese on Enclosed. And then Franks on Land Madness. Oh, wow. Okay, Viper is going back to classic Viper here. Hera is indeed playing Portuguese on Enclosed. He has picked it. And, well, Viper is going for Britons. Interesting. Britons are not what they used to be, but they're still not a bad side. Or a bad size, civ, whatever. They civ very well indeed. And especially in the hands of a player like Viper, they can be extremely dangerous. So, Viper is going to be scouting Hera. Hera is open with a range. Viper is open with a range. Portuguese can get that death ball of gold units because their gold units are cheaper, right? They also go out to the berries right away and get the extra wood income, which can help a lot to get the second production building down and keep your archers coming out. But Britons, once you get to Castle Age, the archers are... The crossbow mass is pretty dangerous. How do Brit Expo against the organ guns? Expos actually don't do that bad against organ guns. They'll outrange them, and organ guns do die to range units in small numbers. When you're playing against the best player of all time, his civ can be good. What the fuck else do you want me to say? Say fuck. That's your fault. Bye. Don't spay. That's not what Bob Barker told me though. He told me to spay and neuter my my pets. Alright, Viper. Can you get the last archer? He's trying. He's trying. He's getting the armor upgrade as well. He's going skirmisher defense here against Hera. Hera has double range production. Hera is going to he's going to outmass Viper here. And I don't think Viper has seen the second range. No, he's only seen one. But he'll know from the numbers coming in shortly that Hera definitely has another archer range, and he adds a second one of his own. Will he be able to clear this up? +1 armor is gonna help a lot for the range units. Oh, I can't believe Hera. How did Hera survive? How did Viper not get that shot off against this archer? When was the last Empire Wars event? Red Bull pulled out completely, right? Well, the last Empire Wars event was in August, September, whenever Red Bull was. It wasn't that long ago. It was less than a year ago. I don't know if Red Bull's pulled out completely. I mean, they went a year in between events last time, right? Was it October? Oh, wow. Castle Age on the way for both. Neither player using that market. It's just Viper with skirmishers. Hera still applying pressure. Hera has sniped one villager, and Hera's micro is really good here. Holy. He's going to have to back up now, though. Viper's getting too close. He's getting too close. Hera managed to save a bunch of weak units, but he's going to be retreating. Red Bull spent a lot on AoE 4 last time. No, Microsoft spent a lot on AoE 4. Microsoft sponsored the prize pool, my dude. Next Red Bull Cup should be on the same old castle in Canada. On some old castle in Canada. I don't want to burst your bubble, but we don't have any old castles here. Does Microsoft make profit with all their Age of Empires 4 tournaments? They're not making profit with any tournament. It's not how tournaments work. The players are making profit with tournaments. That's it. The casters might be making profit with tournaments. It's a marketing expense. All right. Crossbowman coming in. Bodkin coming in for Viper. Bodkin also coming in for Hera. And he's going for Elite Skirm with Portuguese. A civ where you get discounted costs on gold units. He is going for trash composition. Interesting. There's one near Pote Dover that's been converted to a house from early 1800s. That's not really like a castle, though. The closest thing we would have to a castle is like, I guess, Castle Loma in Toronto, which was built by some eccentric guy who just wanted to build a castle. Or like Quebec City, kind of the old part. Isn't there one in Hamilton? No. Chateau Frontenac? That's a hotel. Dundurn Castle? No, that's not really a castle. Viper playing boom. He is. He's adding extra TCs, right? He's on 3 TCs. And now it's up to Hera to do damage to him. And he's looping around this way, but with skirms, like what damage can you do? Hera's adding a market. And he's adding some knights. But it's like, how are you going to do anything significant to Viper here? Does manage to snipe the Mangonel. Viper's trying to repair this. Hera's attacking uphill. Is he out-repairing the damage? He almost out-repaired the damage. Holy, that would have been hype if he managed to keep that Mangonel alive. What on earth? Yeah, the castles were obsolete and out of date, yes. Hundreds of years before people began building meaningful structures in North America. Our structures were built to withstand cannon fire. A few patches ago, that repair would have worked, maybe. Stone is coming in hot for Viper. 57 villagers against 48, and Hera's just really not doing enough. He's not doing anything. He's going for monks to snag the relics. He's trying to add in some more knights. But, like, Viper is just playing so comfortably here. He manages to squeeze in a 4th TC on the gold and the berries. And his eco is going to get kind of out of control soon. At least he hasn't gone for heavy plow yet. Am I right? Does Hera know Viper has 3 TCs? Well, Hera can see 1. He knows 1 is here. And he sees the other one here. So he knows it's 3 TC from Viper. And he's going to be feeling a bit of pressure because of that. Is today the final? I think it's tomorrow. Damn, I really wanted game 7-2. Don't listen. Okay? Hera might be behind in eco, but don't give up on Hera, okay? He's adding a 3rd TC here, and there's still a lot of opportunity for Viper to take a bad fight or get a little bit too greedy. And Hera to snag, you know, just even 10 villagers killed. Kind of resets this game back. There are no fast games in this map. Yep. And Hera's going for a little bit more aggression. He's going to keep pushing over here with some siege this time. Viper still has the crossbows. He's still chasing the knights around. Hera might come in here and look for some opportunities on that wood line, but Viper making house walls behind this. Ooh, nice. Nice snipes here from Hera. He loops around, pulls the crossbows out of position, takes out the Mangonel, takes out the Scorpion, and he'll just mosey along past that TC. He sees the 4th TC from Viper as well. And he knows what it is. It's a classic Viper defend, boom, kind of greedy game. Hera's beaten Viper before with games like this. We'll see if he can do it again. Are longbowmen better than arborists? Well, it depends what type of tree you want to cut down. Or do you mean arbalist? Arbalists are easier to mass. But longbowmen, if you have a group of like 50 of each, longbowmen are better, yeah. What's the strat for Hera to defeat this? Delay. Get map control. Make sure you have control over here. Make sure you have control over here. Snag some relics along the way. And then keep Viper penned in or just get a massive Mangonel shot. Gee. Ballistics is in. +2 armor is coming in here for Hera. Nice attack round there from Viper. He takes out the Mangonel. He's going to be retreating towards this town center. He will hop inside. The knights have +2 armor, though, and Hera's pushing in. Bunch of these knights are weak. Viper will take out this army. It's just how many crossbows does he lose along the way. Remember, he's got another TC back here to defend himself. And this should be fine for Viper. Hera's still going to be able to pressure, though. +2 skirms with a Mangonel. Maybe. Maybe. If only you could heal up the Mangonel. Only you could heal it up. He could have got a shot there. There's at 69 villagers against 89. He's 20 vills behind. Does have a relic. But Viper has wheelbarrow as well. So economically, Viper's looking to be in a very good position. Nice shot there from Hera. Splits around that one. And he gets the mangonel. Almost! How did he not get that? That was so close. And now Viper's on the hill with his mangonel. Quick shot. He gets the mangonel from Hera. Nice job there from Viper. Hera mixing in another one. And Hera's thinking about going up to Imperial Age here. Is that 75? Like, his eco is not terrible. And the thing is, the Viper is going to take time to push this back, right? Viper will go for a castle to defend this side. Hera still doesn't have ballistics for his skirms. Viper's shot missed with the mangonel, and he's forced to abandon this position on the castle as Hera keeps pushing in. And the skirmishers here, I mean, Viper, he's going to be delayed getting this up. And Hera is almost in a position to click up to Imperial Age himself. And like I said, all it takes is, like, you know, 10, 15 villager kills to get Hera back in contention here. Viper might be giving those up shortly. That is only the third villager he has lost this game. Knight comes in here. Trying to snipe the mangonel, doesn't get it. Hera will kill a couple more villagers. 4 villagers killed total. Viper's up at 116. Hera's up to Imp, though, at 84 villagers. Uh-oh. 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 Viper, you gotta be paying attention here. Hera, go for the shot. Maybe go for the shot somewhere. Goes after the mangonel. At least it's a 1-for-1. At least it's a 1-for-1. Food eco looking decent for Hera, honestly. 33 on food right now. He's adding some more farms behind this. Going for university as well. Going for outposts over here. Viper still has to make his way through all this stuff before pushing on this side. Although he is going for a 5th TC over here. And I think it'll be both players trying to get a castle placement over on the right. They haven't paid any attention to the bottom side yet. Just this top area. Oh, he doesn't have horse collar? Yeah, classic Hera. Classic Hera. Heavy plow coming in now for Viper. He almost has enough stone, and I think the other castle goes up like right here. Maybe? That would be a Viper-ish castle, right? Here or here. Probably here is better, because you cover the middle area too. What's the name of this map? Enclosed. Monks good for scouting? Monks are very good for scouting, yeah. They have big vision. Viper's snagging this relic. It's going to be his second relic. Hera bringing back his second relic. And there's one more. And it's just hanging out here. And of course, Viper's going to get it. Also sneaking his way around with these crossbows. Hera has a lot of vision, though. He's got Town Watch for these outposts. So we'll see the crossbows coming in. He's up at 97 villagers now. But Viper is like 40 ahead of him. It's kind of crazy. And horse collar coming in. What's the plan here for Hera? That is where Viper put the castle. Perfect. Wonderful. What is the plan here? Is it just light cav? Classic Hera stretch? Just default into light cav? He has 44 farms. Could maybe do it. Still not even getting chemistry. Building more outposts back here. Lol. And heavy plow coming in now. Cavalier skirm for Hera? Maybe. There we go. Oh, boy. Is that walled in? It is not walled in. Viper will be denied off this castle, and that's what you get for trying to build a castle with only 2 villagers, right? It's more efficient that way, but it might not go up. However, on this side, the skirmishers have been found. The skirmishers have been found. There's some knights coming over. There's still some monks over here to help. So I don't think Viper's going to clear this skirm army completely. And the knights are coming in at the back here. There are 2 monks there from Viper, though. And I don't think Hera spotted that. Viper pushing in. Getting Arbalest. No siege to back this up, though. So he can't really deal with the buildings at all. And the cavalry are being very annoying. Very, very annoying. Total population is 50 ahead for Viper. A lot of that feels kind of, I don't know. Without any siege here, these Arbalists kind of feel a little bit underwhelming, right? They're going to deal with all the military from Hera. Once this castle is up, though, how do they get past it? You need Trebs behind this. And the cavalry are still doing work back here. Viper deleted his castle in the south. Oh, what? He deleted it and then replaced it? What? You can see the little... Oh, my... What? Why? Why? Probably meant to delete a wall. He probably did. Final armor incoming for the skirmishers, and Hera's up at 131 vils. We've got ourselves a game here, folks. We have ourselves a game. Viper is going to be on that slow cook. He's going to be going Trebs. He's going to be going Light Cav. He's going to probably tech into... I don't know if he goes Longbowman here or if he stays with Arbalest. He will have a ton of castles, so Longbowmen are a possibility. Also, Halbs are a possibility as well. Longbows Trebs. The problem with Longbows Trebs here is that you need to lock down one side somehow, and it looks like it's going to be this side for Viper. Might even want another castle here and some walls. Just prevent anything from running through. You can't wall in this stony terrain, but... might want to just shut that down and focus everything on this side. Yeoman. Super strong. Super strong, especially with Light Cav in front. Here come the Longbowmen from Viper. He's been in this position many, many times in his career. Fully boomed with Britons. Getting the full upgrades and making his way into Longbowmen. One of his favorite civs to use, for sure. And Hera's going to have some problems. He's going to be trying to hunt these Arbalists down with his skirms, but they're running right through the Light Cav. As long as Viper's Q is fine, he's okay to take those losses, but you can see, like, there's no Light Cav production. There's limited Arbalest production. What is Viper saving for? I don't understand. There's nothing in the queue. There's absolutely nothing in the queue. He's just... oh, he's saving for... I saw Elite Longbow for a second there. And he's queuing up some helms. He's taking it slow once again. Taking it very, very slow. Classic Viper. 70 on food. 1,300 gold in the bank. Hera now teching the Arbalest. Viper comes in here with some Arbalists of his own. And he's going to take out the Cavalier that come to try and deal with him. Think, maybe? Nope. Won't deal with this one. It's supplies. It's men-at-arms. It's a champion switch here from Viper. Champion help from Viper. As he walls off these light cav that are trying to get in, the castle should be able to deal with those. And those raids shouldn't be that much of a headache for Viper. He still has the Arbalest alive. The KD is slightly in his favor, and Hera is now teching into Trebs. And potentially even bombard cannons. Although bombard cannons against these Arbalests with this range is oof. It just feels so bad, right? Even with Arquebus. Lieutenant Dan, thank you for the resub, dude. Thanks. And Ploner, thank you for the 9 months as well. We had a kid 10 minutes ago. It's yours, not mine. Thanks. Man, it's just so frustrating to fight up against a guy who's constantly at max range with the Britain Herbalist. Don't set up on the castle location. Don't set up there. Watch him like accidentally delete the Treb instead of the castle foundation.
Okay, hi.
There is a time limit on this game. That is a good point. It's an hour and 15. Butt-facing Guidos. Thank you. Welcome back, guys. All right, Viper. He's trying to repair the Trebs. The Cavalier coming in, and Hera, once again, every single time Hera comes in here, he can't do anything because of the extreme range on these Arbalists. It must be such a frustrating experience. Trebs are unpacking. Warwolf is coming in. The tech switch into champions is almost complete for Viper. I think he got Longsword, and he's got the final infantry armor. And yeah, he did get two-handed swordsman as well. So he's going champion at the front. Also has the Trebs here with Warwolf to maybe try and nuke these skirmishers. And he's getting the shots away. But the skirms just never stop. Long enough. Or do they? Oh, big shots! Big shots. Hera making some Trebs of his own. Arbalest still absolutely frying, and Viper making sure that he has the units queued up to get in front of these Arbalists, notably champions now. Coming out. Hera, though, overwhelming. Meanwhile, at the back of Hera's base, Light Cav are doing work. This will give Hera more population space for army, but Viper has killed a ton of villagers back there. It's giving Hera an opportunity to push back, though, and he saved up those 3 Trebs. He wasn't trickle-trebbing. He might be able to take down this castle from Viper, but Viper getting architecture, 1,200 stone in the bank. Should be able to defend. And now with the champions pouring out in front of the Arbalists, he can take out this army, even quick walling into his Trebs. And repairing his Trebs against the Light Cav. And the Treb stays alive. There's no way. Or I guess they're Cavalier back here. Or does it? The Treb goes down. Crazy fight over in the north. The raids have been cleared up from Hera, and he's queuing some more villagers behind this. He takes out another Treb, but he's losing a lot of Cavalier in the process. Oh, come on. Why you gotta pause now, man? Why you gotta pause now? That's a crazy hold from Viper, and it's a crazy push from Hera, too. Hera's playing amazing? Yeah, he is. Like, Viper's playing super patient. We can see the micro with the Arbalest and everything. He's saving them. He's getting tons of kills, making this tech switches. But the ability to push against this is crazy. Really great stuff from Hera. He's going to take out the Treb, Viper. Hera will take out the Treb from Viper as well. Six kills for the skirmishers versus 61 kills for the Arbalists. One of these units is better than the other. And Viper classic, right? There's a big fight, lots of focus on the top side. And he's just casually, extremely casually taking out this castle in the south. With his trebuchets. He did kind of spend a lot of gold there, though. Usually at this stage of the game, Viper is, you know, floating a ton of gold. It's a very Viper thing to see. Maybe 2k gold in the bank, but he's at 189 right now. He still has plenty of gold available to him, though, so it's not a huge concern. Not a single Feitoria. He doesn't need it. Like, why would you make a Feitoria here? Look at the resources that Hera has. It's just the fact that he doesn't have an army composition that can counter this. Maybe like 15 bombard cannons with arquebus, which will probably just get sniped down by the Trebs and the light cav and the Arbalest. Onager cut through the middle, maybe. Viper going for a castle slightly further back as Hera runs in here with these cavalry. And that's why I was talking about walling here and maybe even castling here. Because this can be very annoying. This can be very, very annoying. This will give Viper more space for military, though. Similar to what we saw from Hera earlier. When his push started picking up steam because he had more pop space. That's what this raid is going to give Viper a little bit. $86 kills on these Arbalists. Hera still has the advantage in KD, though. These raids are helping him quite a bit. Champions, Halbs now being sent over. Viper's military population up to 70. Hera is down to 45. Hera still has a ton of resources in the bank. Viper still has a ton of gold in the bank. And a lot of gold available to him, too. Relics are 3-2, so it's not that big of a difference. But this castle should go down shortly from Hera. The castle in the south did go down at the same time. And the raids are being dealt with. Viper is staying consistent at 121 vills. So he made like 6 vills to replace the ones he lost. And he's just like, yep, 121 is fine. Done the math. Hera's somehow pushing back, though. What? He doesn't save the castle. Well, he's pushing back just a little bit. Where's the bombard cannon? It's up top here. Bombard cannons just feel so underwhelming against Britain Arbalist. It's just, against a good player, it feels impossible to get a shot off. More skirms. More light cav. No cuts in the center at all. You could sit one Arbalest here from Viper and range that woodline, though. That would be so annoying. Here come the Cavalier again. Trying to take out the Trebs, and Viper just goes around the world with these, around the Arbalest for a second time, unpacking them now to give them a little bit more armor, and he manages to save one of them. As a bomber cannon is trying to snipe this from the north side. And Hera's trying to manage this bomber cannon with all of his care. But that thing will go down. We need more units in front from Viper, though. He only has Arbalest in the queue. He needs to get more champions. More light cav for sure, and he's done it now. And you can see him running in here with some champions and halbs of his own. Oh boy, he killed a lot of vills there. Killed 9 villagers there. He's going to get in towards these wood lines. Still fighting over on this side. And the Arbalest number is going to be back up to 30 plus. I mean, like, such a patient push from Viper, isn't it? Such a patient push. He needs longbow. He researched elite. I don't know if he did. I saw elite come in, but he canceled it right away. So I'm not sure if he ended up getting elite. How is the KD still in Hera's favor? That is kind of wild, honestly. Because we've just been watching Viper chew through the units that Hera throws in here. But I guess Hera's been killing all the melee units in front from Viper this whole time. Slow and steady, though. Slow and steady push, and there's the relics. Werewolf Trebs behind this. Arbalest just camping it up, getting tons of kills. 61 kills on this group of Arbalists now. And Hera is at, well, he's losing more villagers on the side. 116 villagers. Viper's still at 119. Monk queued up. Where is this monk? He's right here. Grab the relics and run. Oh no! Hera pushes back for what feels like the 10th time. He's pushing back. But Viper just waiting for his reinforcements. The Trebs are still alive, and Hera has to respect the fact that Trebs are alive and retreat with the skirmishers and arbalists. Viper now sending some more units back here. He's sending light cav over to the gold and over to the stone, and Hera's forced to go for a castle, but more light cav are making their way through. And it is starting to look pretty open in Hera's base and susceptible to some raids. And Viper can now take this gold over here. Can now take some of this gold, this stone, and Hera calls the GG. And what a series! Viper looking really strong that game. I mean, Hera just kind of let him boom up with Britons. Didn't go for any super aggression or aggressive plays. And kind of got punished for it, but damn. Like, what a battle in the north here. Probably, we have 1,200 kills total, or 1,300 kills total in this game. Probably like 1,200 of them came all in this little area. Just a few odd kills in these areas. Fully focused in the north. Really nice stuff from Viper. So it's going to be Viper against Yo in the finals. Mr. 7-0. Better eco for Viper, of course. And yeah, just really, really nice games.